The house is still, and for these few moments, the world hasn't quite started its demands on me. I'm sitting here in the quiet, just taking a breath before everything begins. It feels good to simply exist in your presence before I have to do anything or be anyone for the world. Sometimes, the morning feels like a heavy weight, full of expectations and lists, but right now, I want to trade that pressure for your peace. I'm asking for a quiet strength today, not the kind that shouts or pushes, but the kind that holds steady when things get difficult. Help me to wake up fully, not just physically, but spiritually. Let my heart be open to what you have for me in the next few hours. I'm here, listening and ready to start this day by your side. God, I realize that I often try to manufacture my own energy. I drink my coffee and try to psych myself up for the meetings and the chores, but that kind of strength usually runs out by noon. Today, I'm looking for something deeper. I need that internal resilience that comes from knowing I am loved and held by you. As I watch the light change in this room, I'm reminded that your mercies are actually new every single morning. That's not just a nice phrase, it's a lifeline. I don't have to carry yesterday's mistakes or the fatigue from last week into this new day. You offer a fresh start, a clean slate, and a quiet confidence that doesn't depend on how I feel or how much I get done. Teach me to lean into that grace right now. There's a persistent hum of worry that sometimes starts the moment my eyes open. It's the what-ifs in the house that try to crowd out my peace. Right now, I'm making a conscious choice to set those things down at your feet. I'm envisioning myself literally handing over the schedule, the difficult conversations I'm dreading, and the projects that feel too big for me. You are the God of the universe, yet you care about the smallest details of my Tuesday morning. That thought gives me a sense of quiet power. I don't have to be the one who holds it all together because you already are. When my mind starts to race toward the afternoon, bring me back to this moment, back to the safety of your presence, where I can breathe deeply and trust. Looking at the day ahead, I see so many places where I could easily lose my temper or lose my focus. It's easy to get swept up in the rush of everyone else's urgency. But I want to walk through these hours with a different spirit. I want to be a person of peace in a chaotic environment. That requires a strength that isn't my own, a spiritual groundedness that stays calm when the pressure rises. Help me to remember that my value isn't tied to my productivity, but to my identity as your child. If I get everything done or if I get nothing done, your love for me remains unchanged. Let that truth be the foundation I stand on today. Give me the grace to be kind to myself as I navigate the challenges ahead. I'm asking for wisdom today, the kind that sees beyond the surface of things. Sometimes I react to situations out of fear or out of a need to be right, but I want to respond with your perspective instead. In every conversation, every email, and every decision, guide my thoughts. If I feel myself getting defensive or overwhelmed, whisper a reminder to my heart to slow down. I want my words to be life-giving and my actions to reflect your character. This quiet strength I'm seeking is actually a form of humility. It's admitting that I don't have all the answers and that I need your direction. Lead me in the small things, because I know they build the foundation for the big things. I'm trusting you to provide the clarity I need exactly when I need it most. My body feels the tension of the upcoming tasks, and my mind is already trying to solve problems that haven't even happened yet. Lord, I invite you into my physical space and my mental state. Calm the jittery feeling in my chest and settle my thoughts. I want to move through this day with a sense of purposeful rhythm, not a frantic pace. Help me to notice the beauty that often goes ignored, the color of the sky, the sound of a bird, or the smile of a stranger. These are small gifts from you, reminders that life is more than just a list of obligations. When I feel pushed by the clock, help me to find my center in you. You are the Lord of time, and I have exactly enough of it to do what you've called me to do. I want to take a moment to lift up the people I'll encounter today. For my family, my coworkers, and even the people I'll pass on the street, I ask for your blessing. Some of them are carrying burdens I know nothing about, struggling with their own silent battles. Use me as an instrument of your encouragement. Give me the sensitivity to see when someone is hurting and the courage to offer a kind word or a helping hand. Let the quiet strength you're growing in me spill over into their lives. I pray for peace in my home and for clarity in my workplace. May my presence be a source of stability for others because I am anchored in you. Protect our hearts and minds, and help us to treat one another with the grace you've shown us. Work can feel like such a grind sometimes, and it's easy to lose sight of why I'm doing it at all. Whether I'm heading to an office, working from home, or managing the household, I give this labor to you. Help me to work with excellence, but without the soul-crushing need for perfection. When I face obstacles or difficult personalities, help me to remain unshaken. I don't want to be someone who complains or adds to the negativity of the environment. Instead, let me be a problem solver and a peacemaker. I'm asking for the endurance to stay focused even when I'm tired. Remind me that even the most mundane tasks can be an act of worship when done with a heart of service. My work is an opportunity to honor you, so I offer it up now. It's so tempting to rely on my own cleverness or my own strength to get through the day. I find myself slipping into a performance-based mindset where I feel I have to earn my way. But your word tells me that your grace is sufficient for me, especially in my weakness. So, I'm stepping away from the need to prove myself. I am resting in the fact that you have already provided everything I truly need. When I feel inadequate for the tasks at hand, remind me that you are my source. I don't have to have it all figured out. I just need to take the next faithful step. This quiet strength isn't about being bulletproof, it's about being deeply rooted in your goodness. I am safe in your hands, and that is enough to keep me going. Patience is something I often struggle with when things don't go according to my plan. When there's traffic, when technology fails, or when people move slower than I'd like, I feel that spark of irritation. Lord, soften my heart in those moments. Help me to see interruptions as opportunities to practice the quiet strength of self-control. Give me a long-suffering spirit that remains gentle even under pressure. I want to be someone who is slow to anger and quick to listen. Remind me of how patient you have been with me, over and over again. As I go through the motions of this day, let me breathe out frustration and breathe in your peace. I want my character to be more important to me than my convenience. Let your Spirit produce the fruit of patience within me today. The world is so loud, and there are so many voices vying for my attention. Social media, the news, and the opinions of others can easily clutter my mind and steal my joy. I'm asking for a guard over my heart today. Help me to discern what is true and what is just noise. I don't want to be shaped by the anxieties of the culture, but by the eternal truths of your kingdom. Give me the strength to turn away from comparison and the trap of wanting what others have. Instead, let me be content with what you have provided. I want my inner world to be a sanctuary where your voice is the clearest one I hear. Keep my heart soft toward you but firm against the things that would lead me away from your peace. There are parts of my future that feel uncertain, and I'll admit that scares me sometimes. I like to have a map and a clear destination, but often you only give me enough light for the next step. Today, I'm choosing to trust the unseen path. I believe that you are going before me, preparing the way and smoothing out the rough places. Even if I can't see the finish line, I can trust the one who is leading me there. This is where real strength is found, in the quiet surrender of my need to know everything. I am letting go of my grip on the future and placing it into your capable hands. I will walk forward with confidence, not because I know what's coming, but because I know who is with me. You are my constant guide. I want to ground myself in what is real and eternal. Your promises are the only things that don't shift when the winds of life change. When I feel discouraged, let your word rise up in my memory. Remind me that I am never alone, that I am chosen, and that you are working all things together for my good. These aren't just comforting thoughts, they are the bedrock of my life. I want to build my day on these truths so that when the storms of stress or disappointment hit, I won't be moved. Give me a hunger for your presence throughout the day, not just in these morning moments. Let me carry a prayer in my heart as I move from one task to another. You are my rock, my fortress, and my very present help in times of trouble. Gratitude is a choice I want to make right now. Before the day gets complicated, I want to say thank you. Thank you for the gift of life, for the breath in my lungs, and for the hope I have in you. Even in the middle of hard seasons, there are so many reasons to be glad. I choose to focus on your faithfulness rather than my problems. This shift in perspective gives me a quiet strength that the world can't take away. Joy is my fuel today, and I'm asking you to help me maintain it. When things go wrong, remind me of what is still right. Let my heart be a wellspring of thankfulness that refreshes others. I'm looking for your hand at work today, expecting to see your goodness in the land of the living. Thank you for your constant care. As I prepare to step out into the world and fully engage with my responsibilities, I do so with a sense of calm readiness. I'm not going alone, and I'm not going in my own power. You are with me, behind me, and ahead of me. I commit my way to you, trusting that you will direct my steps and keep my heart secure. May everything I do today, from the biggest project to the smallest interaction, bring honor to your name. I surrender my will to yours, asking that your purposes be accomplished in and through me. I'm ready to face whatever comes, knowing that your quiet strength is my portion and my shield. I love you, Lord, and I'm so grateful for this walk we're on together. Watch over me and lead me home at the end of the day. Amen.